Hello guys, welcome back to day 8. Today we got a problem called two integer sum. We are given an array of numbers and we are given a target, and they want us to return the indices in which both of those numbers add up to the target number. I gotta make sure that I is not equal to j. This is a pretty it's just a familiar problem because I've done it before on HackerRank or something similar. We didn't have to loop through a list, but we had to they just gave us. Actually, I think we did have a list, but yeah. So there's some numbers here. The target is equal to 7. So 0 and position 1, 4 and 3 give us target 7. I know the explanation. Yeah. I know the trick to it. It's not even a trick. It's not even that hard to understand or guess. But you just take the target value and you subtract it by one of these values. If one of these values have the difference between the target and one of the indices, then we know those are the two values you need to look for. I think the most optimal way thinking about it is doing time complexity of n. If I do one simple for loop and I just check it if it's true. But yeah, so off rip, I'm just gonna say for I in range length of the nums. So we're going from 0 to the n minus 1, makes sense, length minus 1. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say the difference is gonna be equal to target minus nums, the current value we're at in the list, if there's if the difference is in the list. So I have to find, so this is equal to value. So if the difference is in that list in nums, then we're going to return, so let's return the first and second value. The smallest index first. Ooh. Okay. So if the difference is in the numbers, we're trying to get the we're gonna try to do nums dot get nums I. So we're trying to get the index in which it's in. So let's say j is equal to the index in which it should return. Let me just test this out here. So delete this. Let's say we have nums is equal to okay, so let's say I want to print nums dot get. Let's say we want to find out where 21 is. I'm guessing. So get isn't even a real thing. Interesting. Nums dot is there a find function? Oh, clearly I haven't thought this through. Element is in a list. Wow, that is not that hard. Index. Let's see, I'm trying to find out what 21 is. It's at position 2. Perfect. That's all I wanted to know. So we're going to do nums.index. Trying to index, find the value where that is. If the difference is in that value, trying to find out where it is. I don't want to do a whole other if-else statement to see which one is larger. But return I and j. I'm just gonna do it, bro. If I is greater than j, j and I. Let's test this out. Okay. Hoo-hoo. Hoo-hoo. I did a little oopsie there. That was kind of silly me. Alright, let's see. Submit if it's right. So I got the wrong answer. Let's see what the test cases were. Target. Let me see. Past 2 to 23. So if the numbers were 5 and 5 and target was 10, then you have to do 0 and 1. Oh. Well, that's weird. I get it. Return 0 and 1. And they want us to smaller index. I thought it was to be two different numbers. It could be the exact same one. What? I and j cannot be the same. Oh, I said 0, 0. Expected 0, 1. Okay, I see. If the difference is there, I need to find the next value. I can see how it gets tricky. This is supposed to be a pretty easy problem. I don't understand. It's tricky. This is tricky. Sorry for notifications. Okay. So I rushed this. This is a lot of problems, right? Doesn't look that bad to solve though. So number 1, I think we thought it through in terms of the okay, let me just this is a lot of yapping. We don't need to know that. Doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Okay. So I think I was right to do a for loop for every element. For every element in but I have to treat it as the length of nums. So we need to do that current number. So we need to do num. Actually, there's 2 operations per loop. No. If we have 2 for loops, it makes it n squared. But if I have 1 loop, it makes it default n. And I'm assuming I have to do like research on how time complexity works. But I'm pretty sure like at log, I mean not log, time complexity of n is not that bad. So for every I in range length of numbers, I want to, number 1, see what the difference value is, which is going to be the target minus the nums and that position. So if the difference is in nums, then we want to, so we know that the difference exists. It could be itself at the same exact position, or it could be somewhere else. I know a tricky way to solve this. I mean, solve it in a sense of like solve a little problem I had. My problem was just like, I want to pop it just to make sure, but I don't think that's the smartest way to go about it. But let me just do it anyways. Let's say x is equal to num. So we just literally duplicate it. We find the difference. We do x dot. I think you can only pop s in position anyway, so it doesn't matter. So we got a target. We got the target number we're trying to look for. I mean the target difference we're looking for in the list. So if it's there, we want to check if enums and the position, which is going to be nums.index of difference is equal to itself, which is tricky because it's saying over here it has to be different, right? Which is why they accepted two different ones. So I'm just saying over here, if the difference is in the numbers and the index of the difference we're looking for isn't equal, actually the index isn't equal to I, because we're trying to make it strictly different, right? Is not equal to, then number one, we know we don't have to worry about whether it's there or not. So we know, if we know that it's the difference is in the list, and we know that the index is different to the current index that we're at, then now all we need to worry about is the order. So we need to get that nums index, right? So let me just say x is equal to dot index of difference, and over here I just set it as x, so I don't need to reiterate myself multiple times. So then all we need to do is check if the x is larger than the I. Actually, why am I saying this? I just I and j, just for like to make it easier for me. If j is greater than I, then we're gonna return I and j. Else, if that's not the case, we're gonna return j and I. Since that would mean that I is greater than j. Alright. I'm gonna try this. I need to tab those in. I feel like I rushed it. So I didn't return anything. It passed 3 of them. So we have 3 over here. So this be 0 and 2. I didn't output anything. Okay, let's try these values. So when I start at position 0, we're going to do the difference is equal to the target minus position 0, which is going to be 3, which is going to equal to 3. Then we're going to check if j is equal, if j is going to be equal to the index of diff, if there is even. Let's say, I actually have a question. If, let's say for example, nums is equal to, so let's just say I have a bunch of values. And delete the first one. Let's say for example, 42 doesn't exist in this list, right? So let's say we say j is equal, actually let's just print nums.index of which 42 exists. If 42 doesn't exist, so I'm just going to say over here 42 is not on the list. That's why it didn't work, because 4 is not on the list. Interesting. So since, wait, yeah, because then we're at position, okay, I see. Well, it made a mistake anyways, since, but yeah, I see where they're going with it. Let's see what they're going with. That's why I need to do the if this condition can't even happen. So I need to have a separate so if difference is in the numbers, then we're going to do over here j is equal to nums.x. So if I get that's going to find the first one anyway, so that's why it's tricky. That's why I don't want to pop it, but like you get what I mean. So if I do over here like index 42 and there's 42 here, there's 2 of them. It's gonna go for the one that's the soonest in there. Ooh. So if it's in the same thing, I should probably either pop it or something like that. Yeah. 0 and 2. I get it because I tried to find 4 in the list and I assumed it existed. So I'm gonna check if the difference is in the numbers. If it is, then I want to see if whoosh find all how to find the next duplicate list of numbers. Oh, you can start at a certain point? Am I tripping? Wait. This is like life-changing, bro. Whoa. Let's say we want to start at position 2. Oh my god, that's actually genius. Alright. So if it exists, we're going to say over here, diff, and we're going to start at the position I. Yeah. And then, it might have skipped though. That's tricky though. Let me try to visualize the issue I'm having with that. So like, let's say like we got a list of numbers. Let's say like we have 1, 2, and 3, right? And we have a target of. Ooh, it should still work in this scenario, but let's say 3 and 4, and I want to find 7. It's gonna find one of my. Okay, it's gonna go through here. It's gonna go through here. It's gonna find 3. But what if the other value is behind it? So let's say like 4. Ooh, but it wouldn't matter. So at least visually, I'm not too sure. So if we start at J, if we start at the index I, and we try to index to find the difference, then okay. So if it exists, we're gonna try to find if it. So, but what if it doesn't exist? Let's say, would it prompt an error? That would be a problem. Let's see if we start at position 4. Yeah, 42 is not on the list. So if we do over here 42 in list, so if 42, if the difference is in the numbers and the let's say this, and the differences index starting by 1 and the, oh, okay, so and index whoa. numbers. Okay, let's go. I just lost my mind for a second. So let's say the difference is in numbers and the nums dot index. I'm trying to find difference and I'm gonna try to find past position I is. So if it's true, I could try accept, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do all 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 that. So, we're gonna try this. Okay. So let me try to like get my thoughts clear. So the difference has to be in numbers in the list of numbers, and we need to make sure that if we're indexing, we just index from. So we got another piece of the problem. So we can index starting from the position that we found, right? Also, I want to make something clear too. Let's say it's at position 3. We start at position 3. Then it's gonna say 3. Say position 1. It's going to return 1. So we're going to do I plus 1. So if that's the case, we are able to find out where else it is, right? So maybe it's just the friends we made along the way. All right. So difference in numbers and we try to find the, okay, wait. If difference is in the numbers and actually I can just check it in different numbers. We're gonna say j equals I plus 1. I'm actually gonna try else accept. Else. So we can try it. If it doesn't exist, then we're just gonna either pass or continue. I'm gonna do some research on that. Yeah. If we're able to get it, then perfect. If we're not, we're just gonna pass it on. If we're able to get the other point of j, we're just gonna check if j plus 1. And else we're going to return j and I. This is probably not gonna work. I have a really bad feeling. So I need to do accept. This is so weird. All right. Are you gonna break on me now? So I need accept before. I know that, but like I didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? I want it my way. Try accept. Yeah. Else. Continue. No, but it's not supposed to continue. It's actually just not supposed to continue. Because, listen, if the number exists, it exists somewhere. The issue is, yeah, bro, I don't want to check the solution, but if I check the solution, I'm gonna realize how stupid it is. Indent what?
are the hottest.
Don't mind that. This is such a mess. Why is this painful, bro? I actually wanna someone crash out. Alright, so if the difference is in the numbers, I'm just yapping here, bro. I'm actually just yapping here. If the difference is in numbers, then we're just gonna do j is equal to nums.index, and then we're gonna index from the we're gonna index looking for this number, and we're gonna start from I plus 1. I'm pretty sure I already tried this. Then we're gonna see the error. Alright. So there's an error here. Unexpected it. And the error is basically at a certain point this becomes false and the whole thing crashes. Which I hate. I hate it when it does that. It doesn't matter if it worked on 15 cases. Because over here, we're looking for target 6. We start off at 1, right? Start at 1. We're going to do 6 minus 1 is going to be 5. We can't 5i in list, whatever. 3. 6 minus 3, 3. Look through the list, nothing. 4. 6 minus 4. 2. And look through every single element in the list, and boom. Beautiful. So, oh, it's checking if the difference exists in numbers, and want to see if the difference is index. Oh shoot. I get it. No. I see it. I see it. Oh my god. You're right. You're so right. Okay, so it's because 3 already exists in the loop. Alright? That's why it's having that error. I need to mitigate for that error. And to mitigate for that error, the thing is, it could be duplicates because it could be 5 and 5. But we just need to make sure that the index is not the same. So if the difference is, if the number actually exists in numbers and the position in which it detected it, if it is indifferent, okay. And its position is not the same. That's the issue. But I don't want to use the same like thing. Well, we'll try it anyways. Nums is equal to index dot get or nums dot index of index of difference, right? So that index is not equal to the index we're at right now. Because look, 3 in this case, it does 6 minus 3. It checks if 3 is in the list. It is in the list. But then if 3 is in the list and it's not equal to the index we're at right now, then we don't go through this. Of course everything crashes out. I can never be right. And I lost all of my test cases. I'm gonna crash out. Oh. Okay. So that just defeats the purpose, because then we could just say is equal to this. So maybe that'll also work. Maybe. No solution needed. Took me like 8 trillion attempts, guys. I don't care. We answered the problem. You know how I'm feeling like right now? This is how I feel right now. Chat, we did it. Day 8, I see as a success. I struggled, which I'm happy I struggled. Am I happy that I struggled on such an easy problem? But I'm not gonna let that ruin my mood, chat. We did it. I'll see you guys day 9. I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Till tomorrow.